Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It has been a while. It is, Jesus, it's almost July now, 2025. So it's been a few months, but we're starting to gear up here for our race all the way out in September at Road America again. And we were really fighting with some misfire issues. The car just wasn't running right last year at Road America. And as I've been digging into this, and finding some interesting things. So, number one, we had, actually it's over here, had a spark plug wire that I found. Oh wait, not that one. Where'd you go, buddy? Where'd you go? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Anyway, I had a cooked spark plug. Oh, there it is. This guy that I have taped up. Where you see the yellow electrical tape down there is where I taped it up temporarily so I could hopefully get this thing to run somewhat better, just to try and see if that was in fact the issue. It seemed to have helped a tiny bit. Oh my God. Anyway, there was literally a good 1 inch section where the silicone jacketing was pretty torched and cracked all the way through to the inner liner. Because that was resting on the header. So I know that these plug wires, they're too long. They're long enough that they can sit on the headers and basically cook themselves. So I ordered up a set of these guys. These are a Moroso wire. They have the factory metal heat sleeve on there on the plug side. And these are about 1 inch shorter. So they're not hanging out as far. They're not going to be able to like flop around like these can and get onto the headers and things. And so, yeah, I went with those. They're about 95 bucks, but I also didn't want to get some cheap counterfeit wires from Amazon or something again. Anyway, so I'll get those on. I was just going to clean out the math, and I opened that up. I sprayed out the math, and then I noticed in here, okay, that is the hose that goes to the valve cover for the PCV system. And you can see that trail of oil. So the mass airflow sensor had some oil on that. I sprayed that out. So that should be clean now. And then I just now noticed we're missing a bolt. That could be contributing to some issues as well. So I'm gonna pull those. I'm gonna clean the throttle body, and then yeah, I'm gonna put the bolts back in and get some thread locker on them just to be sure. The amount of vibration this car sees while racing is just obviously unbelievable, because it just shit comes off left and right. I actually had these guys up here on the upper A-arms. One side was completely missing a nut, and all the other ones that still had nuts on them, they were all loose. So those were an issue. I tightened all those up, put new hardware on them, Loctited them. So hopefully those stay put now. And yeah, we're just gonna have to do a serious once over on the car. So, and then after that's all said and done, back to the wiring. Last time, the start-stop button on this switch panel burned out. And so I was literally just doing the hot wire thing, connecting 2 wires to get this thing to start. They did send me a replacement switch panel under warranty. It's a 2-year warranty on that thing from Oxbeam. After some more research, it is a little bit deceiving, because they show you in the instructions and online and everything that you've got 2 30 amp switches, 2 20 amp switches, 2 10 amp, and 2 5 amp, which would lead you to believe that that's what, 60, 100, 120, 130 amps capable. It is not. It is capable of 60 amps max. That's not very much. So if I've got all this stuff running on here, I'm basically overloading this switch panel. So I'm gonna have to rewire probably half of those to go onto a normal 4 or 5 pin relay like that to be able to handle the load. and that switch panel is going to be just a trigger. Normally what happens if they have these built-in relays in there, solid state relays, but obviously they can't handle the load. So yeah. Anyway, some other changes I want to make to the electrical: add a big fuse, so we can protect the entire system, because as right now it goes from the battery to the kill switch straight to this, and there's nothing in between there. So if anything should happen between the battery and this, there's no protection. So that'll give us that there. I'm also going to put in a big 120 amp relay for some additional protection, and a few other changes. This, I don't know if we're going to do anything about this before the race or not. It's ugly, but it's not going to affect how the car runs. And then I did find a set of used wheels, not this style, but the other ones that we have that were wrecked in the crash last year. I found a used pair of those for a pretty good price, so that's good. And then also we've got parts from the parts car here. So front bumper cover, bumper support. I got fenders. And then we're also going to go back to doing the lip, the front air dam under the front bumper, to get the cooling situation sorted out. So I've got to get the rest of that apart. Rusty Minnesota hardware, love it. But we'll get those apart, get everything mocked up, bolted on, make sure it all fits right again, and we'll get it painted. And then, yeah, hopefully this shouldn't be too much work. I mean, honestly, it's not a lot of work. It's just a lot of little things to fix. There's the list as of now. And it's not terrible. It's not crazy. Oh, that's the other big thing, is the seat. The seat mount. It was getting a little wonky before, but after the crash, like, we couldn't slide the seat anymore. So there's something bent or damaged under there, either with the sliders or the floor mount itself. So I got to rip the seat out and get that sorted out. So yeah, some stuff to work on, but we got time, and I will do my best not to make this a giant last minute thrash session. Easier said than done. So stay tuned, everybody.